Xbox is about to reveal brand new games and a showcase of some of the game trailers we've seen over the past couple of years. Developers put together gameplay trailers with poignant information, a look and feel and tone of the game, the world they are building, and often they hide in Easter eggs and strong clues to get fans excited for the game we will be playing soon. This is Xbox's chance to shock and awe their audience with reveals that we might not have expected, and quite a few things that were there that we missed all along. This is Colteastwood. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do something quite different than what I've usually done. I've taken a chance to enhance, slow down, and check out some incredible secret details in Xbox games that we are going to see in the next month or so. If you end up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of brand new content, and let's look at what Xbox has hidden in these game trailers all this time. Developers often put in clues and hints within their game trailers that will give context and information about the game that may seem inconsequential to fans at first or a second viewing, but today we will be looking at Xbox's upcoming game showcase titles and a few mind-blowing reveals that have been hidden in plain sight. It all started with the reveal of the Xbox Series X. We'll start by looking at the reveal trailer from the Game Awards in December 2019. A flyover and real-time render of a landscape was meant to show the building of worlds with the power of the Xbox. But here, Microsoft gave us a glimpse into a purple flower-covered grassland and rocky outcroppings that would later be revealed to be the very open world of 2021's Halo Infinite. Another clue left behind years ago in this same trailer is the building of Forza Horizon's Mexico desert, coupled with the very same view of a red racing car, telling us long ago that the game would take place in the deserts of Mexico. Let's start with State of Decay 3. Undead Labs promised a bigger, more lively world filled with undead humans and wildlife, but this camp scene reveals a quality of life feature coming to the third State of Decay that will allow us to use supplies from our backpack to craft weapons on the fly. Here she is crafting an arrow for a crossbow, leaving this survival simulator the comforts of creating ammo and other aids at campsites that we can set down in open areas away from established bases or overrun zombie outcroppings. Forza Motorsport is supposed to be revealed this May or June and expected to release in the fall of 2022, and the head of Turn Ted said that Forza Motorsport will feature a completely new tire physics model. Until now, every Forza Motorsport game has treated the tire track interface as a single point of contact for each tire, with physics calculations updating 60 times per second. In the new Forza Motorsport, a tire contact patch consists of a total of 8 points that are updated 360 times per second, resulting in a behavioral model that is 50 times more detailed and more responsive than ever before. This is one of the biggest changes in the physics engine, and it is shown here briefly in the trailer with the wobbling tire compound as they run across multiple surfaces and the wheels leave behind the tire pebbles on the track. This is one of the biggest changes in the physics engine than everything we've seen previously from Forza Motorsport to Forza 7 combined. And this puts Forza Motorsport a huge class above the cross-generation PS5 version of Gran Turismo 7. Obsidian Entertainment has shown off very little of Avowed, the next Elder Scrolls Skyrim-like Western fantasy RPG, but one little hint was shown at the very end of the trailer that was the player character motioning as spellcast to prepare for a fight with a fiery dragon ahead in a dark cave. Windows Central's Jez Corden said that Avowed will reportedly use specialized spellcasts that will have to be performed by the player by swinging the thumbsticks and learn patterns instead of using face buttons or selection wheels, lending to a more immersive and Doctor Strange-like feeling in the massive open-world RPG. We can't wait to see how Avowed looks and plays this year. Big reveal coming this summer. Indiana Jones from Machine Games is a ways out for this project from Bethesda Studios, and we know very little about it except it could possibly be a first-person title, but the trailer left a few clues behind that most everyone missed in this Twitter-only post that made its way across the internet. The first clue is the orange flight ticket for Indiana, giving evidence that he is en route to Rome with a date of October 21st, 1937, proving that the game will not be a continuation but take place in the early days of Indiana Jones' life, a year after The Lost Ark. One more clue almost everyone missed is the book. Ancient Circles, a historic ritual book written by the timeless visionary, one Todd Howard. Indiana Jones has kept Machine Games busy. Hopefully, they will have more to show us very soon. Redfall is one of the closest Xbox exclusives coming and will get a major reveal in a month or so, but one of the 4 playable characters left behind some strong clues that many missed among the mayhem of Vampire Slaying. Jacob Boyer, the supernatural sharpshooter, has a Raven companion on his shoulder that is shown briefly.
Go on, make yourself useful.
The Raven is very likely a scout and enemy tagging companion, much like Assassin's Creed's Bayek Senyu, to mark and tag enemies in this open world of Redfall, Massachusetts. Jacob carries a sniper rifle and has the power to turn invisible, but it's his glowing eyes, that misty white essence, which hints that he has some sort of special ability to mark and execute enemies in quick succession, just like Sam Fisher in Splinter Cell Conviction. His eyes glow white, possibly as he racks up kills and powers his ability up to dispatch enemies with perfect precision. There are 3 other companions to play in Redfall, and we'll see how each of one plays in real time this summer. The most anticipated from Xbox Game Studios is definitely Bethesda Softworks' Starfield, the open space RPG. Bethesda has quite literally said everything about the game except for how it plays, but one of the first clues that everyone missed was a grease paint message on a glass locker that reads, quote, "Vasco, we're out of tranquility. Do not use decaf." Of course, we know that Vasco is the robot bipedal companion that carries gear, findings, and weapons for aid in combat. Vasco was shown off in concept and rendered in engine, as we'll see him in-game. But what about the weapons that we use in Starfield? We've all stared at the bullpup futuristic projectile assault rifle laid on the table, but everybody may have missed the other weapon in plain sight, as older screenshots have shown a UI for melee weapons switching to guns. This object looks exactly like some sort of energy sword or lightsaber with the industrial handle, and we can fully expect Bethesda to provide some sort of play on the Star Wars lightsaber in their own space opera world of Starfield. Starfield will get a big showcase this summer and is still confirmed by Xbox leadership for a release date of 11/11/22. Xbox has quite a few more games with trailers that we have poured over and magnified over the past year or so, and those teams have been very careful about what they have revealed. This is a major opportunity to show what they have been creating at the big game showcase by Xbox, Bethesda, and then Summer Games Fest. This is definitely the year that the Xbox Series S and X arrive with major brand new IPs, return beloved franchises, and a packed game showcase of their own, but that is for another video. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you for being here at the channel, and this was a new production for me. This is a chance for me to stretch my legs and kind of build in some overlay graphics and really dive into trailers that I've been watching for months. I've used them in montages. I've showed them on the podcast, and I've looked at them so many times that I've never taken the time to really zoom in and check out some of these hidden secret details. One thing that I have to clarify was when I was talking about Avowed, Jez Corden from Windows Central talked about how you'll use different spell casts with your spells on the character, and I added in that I speculate that we will probably use the thumbsticks to motion those instead of using a selection or face buttons. I wanted to clarify that, but some of the other details really surprised me that I've missed all this time. If you ended up enjoying this and learned something, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of new weekly content. And if you want to further support the show and the channel, you can do that by joining the Patreon or the channel membership by hitting the join button below. Both of those will get you access to early access videos and monthly giveaways for merch like this. And you get to pick the merch when I choose a winner. Also, if you want to hear more in-depth discussion, I do the X&C podcast every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That is on the Colt Eastwood channel, and that's a couple hours of industry people and community members that are talking about weekly gaming news. That's also on demand on Spotify, Google, Apple, and Pocket Podcasts. But I want to know what you think about these new details and revealed things that I've shown. Which one shocked you or surprised you the most? What did you learn from it? Let me know in the comment section. And while you're there will be people wondering, where are the games? Where's the gameplay? When is Xbox going to have their showcase? Stay tuned on this channel. I will be doing a full dive into all the information we have for the game showcase and what's coming, and I think what'll be released really, really soon. But while you're there, people will be crazy. People always argue. Xbox is killing it in sales right now. They're number one. We never thought we'd see it coming. People will come. They don't want Xbox to be in that lead position. So remember, as always, please be nice. The biggest benefit of NordVPN is your anonymity. Is your anonymity. Gosh dang it. Your anonymity. Anonymity. Your anonymity.